experiences.
There are
your
definitely
tastes.
objective elements as well. Elephants.
There's objective
elephants.
That was my elephant impression.
Alrighty, we're back with Mario and Luigi, partners in time. Okay, babies, let's get you all inside.
Come on, babies.
Well, actually, in Toad Town, the babies and the adults are gonna split up for this area. It's gonna divide, so the babies are gonna have their segment, and the adults are gonna have theirs. So, don't be a little too conservative with those items. Use them up. Because here we have a new enemy, the Skeloki.
Ooh.
They're skeletal pokies.
I like his face.
Yeah. They have like a very sharp top, too. Oops. I accidentally hit flee there.
No!
Don't want to flee, stand and fight!
The babies are like, we want to go. We need naps.
So, just like pokies, the best way to take them down is using a shell, knock down their segments, and then destroy their head.
Okay.
But unlike the regular pokies, you cannot jump on these guys.
Well, yeah, it looks like they have big spiky heads.
So yeah, if you just keep those shells, you'll be okay. So the thing about red shells, I'm not sure if I explained this or not, but if you destroy the target, the red shell will immediately move on to the next one.
Oh.
Whereas a green shell, when it destroys the target, that's the end of the green shell.
Okay.
If there's multiple enemies and you destroy one with a red shell, it just moves on to the
just
next
keeps going.
target. Yeah. Keeps going until you slip up. There we go.
Yahoo!
So yeah, we're gonna be dealing with
Oh, okay,
Skelokis,
so you just got a red shell.
Robo Shroobs. Hopefully the babies can hold their own. Because they don't have an adult with them this time.
They're like, we are strong, independent babies that don't need no man.
Don't need no adult. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, depending on where his segment twists,
Okay.
determines which brother he is attacking. So yeah, since we're nearing the end of the game, like enemies' tells are gonna be a lot,
More subtle.
yeah, a lot more subtle. Like the
The
final bosses
The
just
beginning
kind
of
of
the
like
game, they
go
just
with it.
point at the person
Yeah.
you're gonna attack.
I'm gonna kill you. It's like that dude that got tased and he just stands there and he just turns and goes, "I'll get you, bitch."
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh my god, it's scary. Because he gets tased and he's just standing there. He looks down, he points up, and he points and goes, "I'll get you, bitch." And it's like, oh.
Well, tasers come up, like with different settings.
It was a big guy.
Oh yeah, that taser probably wasn't strong enough. There was like the police.
He didn't
use,
even
like,
drop a cigarette.
The police use like really strong tasers. And there was, I remember like a while back when bath salts was like the big new drug that
Okay.
people were doing.
Yeah.
And there was a guy like running down the highway on bath salts, and he was hit by a car.
Ew.
And like literally got up and just like charged at the police. They tased him, and that guy still ran at the police. Like he was not going down, and he wasn't like a big dude either. He was
That's
a regular sized
insane.
dude.
I remember basalt. People thought it was like the coming of the zombie
zombie, yeah.
apocalypse. Because like there was that case of the one dude that was like eating people.
Yeah.
Biting people. Yeah.
Well, like
What the hell?
what they like, I don't know if you watch The Walking Dead.
By the
at
way,
all.
those angel-like things, they heal.
Oh,
So you definitely want to take them out first.
it's kind of cute.
Cute but deceiving,
Yeah.
especially with the cross eyes. It's called a love bubble.
Aw,
Don't be deceived.
don't be deceived.
So anyways,
But yeah, I don't know if you watched The Walking Dead at all, but like
Very little.
See, I think it was season 1 of The Walking Dead, like when they explained what the zombie virus is.
yeah.
That was actually the chemical compounds for bath salts.
Oh my god.
So they were literally explaining what bath salts does to your body when they
Yeah.
were describing the zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
Which
this
I
was a
think
mistake.
definitely explains like why people are like, it's zombies. Like,
Mmm. But no, that only lasted for like 2 years, and
Yeah,
then
like I haven't heard
from
really
bath
anything about
salts.
bath salts since.
Yeah. And it's been a good 6-7 years. Oh, definitely a mistake. His little tootsies.
No.
Little thing. Poor little guys. All right. We don't have fire, we have shells. Yay, the babies win.
Yahoo!
So yeah, this is a pretty long area. And if you have been neglecting the babies and aren't too familiar with controlling them, this part can kick your butt. Well, we're going to change back to the adults now and get started on their segment. Because as you can see on the map on the top screen, it branches off into 2 different paths. And they're going to meet back up at the end.
Okay.
So they have to get in their position, and the babies have to get in their position.
Babies are like, oh, they're gone.
Oh my goodness, we have so many more enemies than the adults.
Like,
This isn't
mean.
fair.
This is mean. We're tired. We're only toddlers.
And look, it shoots fire too. So it shoots fire, it shoots its segments, and you cannot jump on it. Yeah, it's a very nasty enemy.
I mean, it looks like the shell does like a lot of damage.
Yeah. And like, I'd use the red shell, but I don't like wasting it if
Yeah.
there's just one single enemy. And it would have to be 2 ground enemies because the shell would not
Okay,
work
it
on the
doesn't
love
work.
bubbles.
That's
Love
okay.
bubbles would be like, okay, so a shell just flew past me. That happened.
See, I told you to kill it with fire.
And I did. I killed it.
With fire.
Alrighty.
Da-da-da. Okay.
Okay, we got that. So we're just gonna keep going south. Okay, and that's their segment. So now everyone's in position. Babies. Good. Mario. Luigi.
Yay!
Alright, gates are open. I would anticipate that there will be more impedimentals like this on the road ahead. Perhaps it's best to proceed separately from the juveniles for the time being.
You want us to leave?
I would be remiss if I did not add that the Cobalt Star is behaving rather peculiarly. Thing has a mind of its own.
It's like we sense our friends.
According to my analysis, the data indicates the Cobalt Star's activity is somehow related to Star Hill. My sensors indicate a pathway to Star Hill somewhere in this village, but I am perplexed by the signals the Cobalt Star is transmitting. I have no hypothesizer. What's going on with you?
Luigi's like, my brain hurts.
Let us away to Star Hill. The answers must await us there. Back to adventure! Onward, adults and babies. We have much more enemies to destroy. Wait, I saw a block there. Smash eggs. Now we have much more enemies to destroy. Alright, and the baby's turn. Let's see what lies in the path of the youngins. Oh, the poor millennials.
The poor millennials.
It's like millennials versus boomers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we would get the shit end of the stick.
The argument to me just feels so invalid because millennials are like in their 30s.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah, pick
I
a new
mean,
poison. Because there's Gen Z. Is the newest one Gen X? Or was it Gen X then Gen Z?
Gen
Because
X
we're going
is-
like
yeah,
through the alphabet.
Gen X is between like millennials and boomers.
Okay.
So it's like boomer, Gen X, millennial, and now I think it's Gen Z.
So, okay, so Gen Z is the younger one.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh crap, I used the wrong shell. Oh well, at least it looks pretty. At least it's pretty.
I feel like you tell that to me when I'm crying. At least she's pretty.
And like remember, like you can also like use the hammer and sneak under these houses to get more goodies. So don't neglect the houses either as you go through. Nom 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 nom. I eat myself. I eat myself and spit them back at you. Plop, 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 plop. Oh, I did it again. Oh well.
Using all your red shells.
I have plenty to go by. Well, again, like what I want to do towards the end is just spend everything and like what items I have because like you're not gonna need every item for the finale, but you might as well use as many as you can.
Right.
There we go. See? Got them back. How about that? All right, move through here. Uh-oh.
They're like, your gate can't stop us.
They got the fire. Oh my god, I'm on fire. Oh dear. Careful, careful. Okay. Mario's taking a lot of hits, but baby Luigi is hanging in there.
I know.
Looks like he's doing the monkey.
What's what he does?
Do the monkey with me!
He is. Look at him. Do the monkey.
Whereas baby Mario's always like, come on, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. So yeah, it's
Baby Mario.
It's
like,
no
I'm
real
ready
loss
to
if you lose
fight,
him.
And Luigi's just like, I can
Okay.
dance.
Well, red shells
can
also do a
dance if
bit
you
more
want to.
damage.
You can dance your life away. If I don't dance, well, you ain't no friend of mine. Something like that.
How come you always sing like this? When you sing, you got a belt!
Yeah, that's gonna be an information.
Whoopsies! Look at that, I'm playing on the Wii U. Cover blown. Okay. Just a lone little love bubble.
Aww.
Kerthwack.
Oh, I like its like frazzled wings.
Yeah, when it's...
Its little eyeballs changed too.
And now it's dazed.
Kind of looks like Earwig.
It does in a way. Looks a bit like Earwig and the Witch, which was a movie that
We just saw that.
we saw recently.
Goro Miyazaki.
It was an enjoyable film.
I think so. I'm definitely gonna do a script on it, to make a video, just because I think that it's getting a lot of shit it doesn't deserve.
Yeah, really. It's doing some new things for a studio with a different head, and like,
Yeah.
I don't want Goro to just repeat Miyazaki.
No,
I want the
don't.
Miyazaki era to be the Miyazaki era,
Right.
and a different animator to do his own thing.
That's the biggest thing is like, again,
You can't just
I can
keep
say
doing Hayao
yeah.
Miyazaki movies.
I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but like, different things need to be viewed as independent from their predecessors.
Yeah,
Like, we can't
especially
just,
when it's not a sequel.
Yeah,
It's just made by the
not a
same
sequel.
frickin' studio.
It has the title on it. Like, I feel as though Goro really should have just been like, you know what, Studio Ghibli's done, and if he wants to direct, then,
Yeah.
you know, change
Like
the
we were
name,
talking about,
you
we
know?
enjoyed it a lot more than no, not the other one, Mary and the Witch's
yeah,
Flower,
Mary and the Witch's Flower.
which was enjoyable, but
It
a
was
little
really
like,
predictable. To me, it was very westernized in the way it tells stories.
mm-hmm.
So, like, while the art was nice and the characters were nice,
Mm-hmm.
the story was just really, really predictable.
Yeah, and with the exception of Mary, I wasn't too gung-ho with any of the other characters.
I like the cats.
The cats?
Yeah.
I thought the cat in Earwig and the Witch was better because it had a personality, whereas in...
Oh, they had a personality.
Witch's Flower,
they
they
had
were
a
just like,
personality, but they didn't talk.
No, they did not talk.
But their facial expressions were beautiful. Like... But yeah, I think that movie gets a lot of shit it doesn't deserve. Because everyone's just like, this isn't a Studio Ghibli film. Guess what? It's the new era of Studio Ghibli.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
gonna happen. We kind of foreshadowed that in our Ghibli versus Disney video.
Yeah,
That like Disney changed hands and now it's Ghibli's turn.
yeah. You know, it's going through a change, and it's gonna go through more changes and change hands again and again. Like, it's just a matter of, like, the generation that loved Hayao Miyazaki needs
Yeah.
to let the new generation love Goro.
Yeah. Let something happen. Let change do its course.
Yeah.
Really. Because, like, the man's retired. He doesn't care much anymore.
He just wants to pick up trash.
Let the man relax and pick up trash.
Like, I don't know, because I bought the book. Like, I bought Earwig and the Witch, the book.
Yeah,
And
it
it
seems
is-
like a speedy read.
Yeah, it's a very small book. It's just a children's, like, my first chapter book type thing.
Okay.
And, but it's, like, so far, because I started reading it while I was working, so I didn't get to, like, power through it.
Okay.
But honestly, like, the first half is verbatim.
Wow.
Exactly the same as the movie. Like,
Well,
to the
Goro
T.
at least learned that from that mistake, because when he did
Yeah.
Earthsea, he took a couple liberties from the book, and the author was like, well, that was depressing. So it's nice that he's actually doing more from the book with Earwig and the Witch.
Yeah, and it's, like, unfortunate because that's the biggest complaint, is, like, the story doesn't do anything. Like, there's nothing that goes on. And I'm like, there's a lot that goes on. It's just subtle. Like, it's very subtle growth of these characters. And it's literally the exact same as the book so far.
Okay.
Again, I still have the second half of the book to finish, which is going to be, a sitting. I can finish that in half an hour.
So we'll let you know in the next couple episodes how the Earwig and the Witch book is compared to the film.
And, yeah.
Because the film, for me, was just kind of like, and the script. And I was just like, oh, all right, neat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm salty spittoon about it.
Salty spittoon about it. All right, well.
Just because I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was charming. I liked the characters. Like, even the animation grew on me a little bit.
You can be like that, though. You like things, and then you find out that the majority is, like, not positive. You're like, ugh.
I mean, it's
like, you were like that with Paper Mario and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
The Mortal Kombat movie. You're like, it wasn't that bad.
No, I think, like, it wasn't as cheesy as the 90s version, but, like, it had its own charm about it, and I thought that it was well done. It was well put together. And I don't necessarily hate that they made a new character.
Right.
You know?
Oh, I get you. Like, most of these things I classify in the fine category.
Yeah.
I don't love them. I don't hate them. But when, like, the internet loves to exaggerate, is always like, this is the worst thing in existence. I'm just like, how bad can it be? So I'm almost pre-programmed to, like, if something's over-glorified, a flawless masterpiece, I'm like, bet I could find a flaw.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like, oh, this is the worst thing in the world. I'm just like, how bad could it
be?
There's probably something that people like. And that's just, like, kind of like my approach to that attitude, which is why I try to avoid that attitude until after I've seen it. If I care.
Mean, like, I respect
If I don't care, then I'm just like, okay, cool.
I respect people's opinions. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you love it, you love it. That's fine. But don't tell me I'm wrong or stupid for my own opinions.
Yeah, don't be like you watched the movie wrong.
That's like the one
You don't
thing.
get it.
You're
not smart enough.
Yeah, you're not
like,
smart enough.
Those
to
arguments
like,
I don't
sorry.
much care for.
No, I can give you a list of why I like or dislike something, and it doesn't make me dumb or smart. It just means I have a different opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Different taste.
Yeah.
But, like, we're also not saying that, like, you can only judge things subjectively, because there was a video we watched about how art can definitely be objective, and, like, that was very eye-opening.
Art is not entirely a subjective,
like, I feel there's subjective elements.
Oh, absolutely.
But
based on your life, your experiences,
there are definitely
your
objective elements as well. Elephants.
There's objective
elephants.
That was my elephant impression. I don't know what that
sounded like a flamboyant cat. He's a flamboyant cat.
He used to be. He definitely had a higher pitch meow in his
Did he really?
Yeah.
Because now he's like,
He sounds like Squidward now.
He does. Like a fluffy Squidward. But yeah, this has been our TED Talk.
TED Talk. Be nice to others.
Exactly.
Respect other people's opinions.
Exactly.
If they are not...
Precisely.
If they are not damaging anyone and they are not being cruel over silly things, let them have their...